Okay, where do you begin? With a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Regardless of what time it is, I guess a good and respectful manner to start is with hello. But if you had to think of hello as the very, very first footstep that we ever took when we were children, who knows where that journey would have taken us from taking that very first footstep? Nobody could have ever said, oh no, you're going to experience this or you're going to experience that. Nobody's going to ever tell you, oh, you're going to endure that or you're going to endure that. They're going to tell you that you might experience or they're going to tell you that you might endure it, but they're only going to tell you that to a certain point because they know it from their own experiences. Whereby, how can somebody define another's experiences from their own experiences when we don't know what the other person is going to be experiencing in the near future? Or what they've come to experience in the past, unless if we've experienced it ourselves. How can I go and explain to somebody, okay, now I've experienced this, in a descriptible manner, but yet it's all like, okay, wow, you've experienced this, in a descriptible manner, but yet you don't know what I've experienced. So where is the life journey? Where is the life journey? Like, where is the discovery of who we are if we are constantly saying, okay, no, cool, I'm going to live a journey, but I'm going to write a story at the same time. People seem to get confused about that. You're not living a journey if you're writing a story, because the journey, there is a story within the journey, and you are basically creating a story for yourself. It's basically like making up something fake and saying, oh, okay, no, I'm going to live like that. But meanwhile, you're not like that at all. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to be an architect, but yet I have absolutely no knowledge. Although I can go there, but my passion isn't in architecture. So why do that? Why say, okay, cool, no, I'm going to do that? Why? Because it's expected me from others. That's the whole thing. We are constantly expected to live like this, live this, without expecting to say, okay, where is the discovery of who I am? Does that make sense? I hope this makes sense. But anyway, if you had to think of a journey, what is a journey? An unknown journey. Okay, cool. A journey could be, okay, cool, from here to there. I know I have to get from here to there, but that's about it. There's no way to say, okay, no, you're gonna blow a tire, you're gonna experience friendly people, you're gonna endure harsh weather, you're gonna endure beautiful sunshine when you get there. There's no possible way to say, okay, that is the way. But yet we are expected to look at a roadmap and say, okay, no, cool, people have gone like this, so I should go like that. Isn't that influence? Isn't that a form of control? If we are constantly living under influence, isn't that like somebody saying to me, okay, now this is expected of me? I mean, isn't that trying to control my life? How am I discovering myself if I'm not living my own journey? A journey, I'm saying, is like putting a sailboat onto a water and saying, well, I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going somewhere, but I know I'm going to experience this, and I'm going to experience who knows whatever. So let's go for it, and just setting off a sail and just finding out where you're going. I mean, people are saying, okay, I need to do this to make myself happy. I need to do this to make myself happy. Well, why aren't you just doing it? Why are you saying, well, you have to do it? Why are you thinking about it instead of just simply doing it? If it makes you happy, and if you feel it in your heart, why are you even giving it a second thought? Why are you hesitating on because this man might say this, or she might say that, or they might say this, or they might say that? I mean, you are putting your happiness and your peace and your love on somebody else's expectations, limitations. What happens if you're in a crowd of, let's say, 10 people? And they're all going on about one bloody damn subject, and you don't feel that. You really don't feel that inside you. But because you don't feel that, and because now you're scared, oh no, everybody else is doing this, so I might as well follow the key because, I don't want to do that. Why are you being yourself? You're kind of like losing yourself if you have to think about it. I mean, if you're constantly saying, okay, well, he followed in those footsteps, I might as well just trace off in those footsteps because it's in the same damn direction. How are you possibly discovering yourself? How are you possibly living your own journey? I mean, a journey doesn't come with a manual, it doesn't come with like a guideline, where is the adventure? An adventure can be described as a beautiful and yet horrific experience. That's only a mere description. It's a limited description of what is actually to be encountered or endured during that whole process of getting there and just being there. I mean, we think, okay, cool, I need to get there before I'm dead. What happens if you die tomorrow? What, you didn't get there, so like what the hell? You still lost, so what, you're gonna die unhappy because you never got it? I mean, where does that leave you? So you're gonna die like saying, okay, well, I never got there, or I never did that. I'm gonna die unhappy because like I just never did it. I mean, what is the point of that? How can I possibly define that as living your own journey? Like where is that journey? A journey is supposed to be like the unknown, exploring the unknown, exploring where your own happiness could take you, exploring where your own peace could take you, exploring where love could take you, exploring, okay, life is not full of sunshine. But when we were kids, we were falling down all the damn time and we were getting up without any hesitation. But now we like fall down and we think, oh no, it's the end of the world, it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. The sun is still rising, you're still not dead, and there's still opportunity in this life. I mean, honestly, people are limiting themselves because of their past experiences. Your past is not going to happen again, and never does happen. Nothing ever happens the same. I will eat a burger or anything else, a veggie burger, a beef burger, a veggie dish, who name it. I'm going to eat that dish, and every single time I eat that dish, every single time it's going to change. Every single time. There's no ways that I can possibly chew the same way or drink in the same way or anything like that. I cannot walk from this place to that place with the exact same damn footsteps. So how can I possibly say, okay, there's no damn difference in the day when there is difference? The difference is what you make of it. The difference is living your life and experiencing the journey for what it is. If the journey is to discover, think about that. How many people set off sail back in the ancient past without knowing where the hell they were going, but knowing that they were going somewhere, and yet they got somewhere? Think about that. They got somewhere. Eventually you will hit land if you set off into a boat in the middle of the ocean, and if you had to set off sail for months, years, whatever, you are eventually gonna hit land. It's as simple as that. Even if you die along the way, at least you can say, well, I lived it. I actually lived it. I actually lived my life instead of living someone else's life or what they were expecting or what they were expecting. I mean, what? Why don't you just go and put that person into your shoes and tell them, okay, just control my life. Just do that, because I have absolutely no control of what I'm doing, so just go ahead and control. When you are weakening yourself to be a victim in this world, that is what you're doing. Live your life, explore your life, explore your emotions, explore your bloody damn experiences, whether it's sadness, happiness, peace, love, happiness, anger, whatever the hell it is all a part of you. And don't be ashamed to be that. There's no reason. You are not a bad person. Nobody is a bloody bad person in this world, and nobody's got a fucking damn right to say that you're a bad person. So live with it, accept it, and do not damn well reject it, because that is rejecting your own life. Namaste.